Honestly, most radio just isn't that interesting. It sounds manufactured, commercialized, like it was made in a lab or something. Hey, it's Chris. I'm here because I think we've built something better. It's called That Station. We play almost 3,000 songs, have an app with custom channels, live studio performances, and play real music for real people, just like you. It's radio for the rest of us. Join our community now. Download our free app or visit thatstation.net.
Welcome to the WRAL Daily Download. I'm Elizabeth Holmes. Imagine returning a rental car in perfect condition, only to be told, days later, that you damaged it and now owe thousands of dollars. That's what happened to one man here in North Carolina. When he couldn't get answers from the rental company, he turned to Five on Your Side for help. WRAL's Keely met with Mike Robinson. She heard about his story from a coworker.
So my driving is extensive, 0 points on my license.
Robinson told Keely that he had a squeaky clean driving record. He said he also had an extensive history driving. Well, pretty much everything. He's driven Army tanks, squad cars. He even taught student drivers at a driving school. And now he owns a private investigator and security firm. He rented a car with Sixt when he went on a trip to Seattle. He dropped the car off and everything was fine. This is what he told Keely.
And the attendant says, is the car full? I said, yes. She says, you're good to go.
And she looked.
Yeah, she walked around the whole vehicle.
But a week later, he got a picture of a 10-centimeter scratch that Sixt claimed was his on the vehicle that he rented. He also got a new bill.
So it was a charge for a new rim, a new tire, front end alignment, administrative fee, and invoice fee. I'm like, good Lord. So it was over $1,000 some dollars.
They're threatening to go to collections. They're threatening to ding your credit. Why haven't you paid them?
Because I did not have an accident or incident with that vehicle.
Robinson told Keely that he did nothing wrong and he was not going to pay for this. He actually reached out to the maker of the car that he rented, and they said it would not cost as much as Sixt was charging him to have the scratch fixed. There were these pictures that he showed Keely. These pictures were close up, and none of them had a timestamp on it, so you couldn't tell when they were taken or where. And that essentially made it impossible to tell if the scratch was actually on the car that Robinson drove. Coming up, what Keely ended up finding out after she heard about Robinson's story.
Hey, this is Mike Glennon, co-host of the Pack Therapy podcast from 999 The Fan. I want to tell you about Lean Associates, the best full-service commercial real estate firm in the Triangle. We handle sales and leasing for industrial, retail, office, multifamily, and land. I'm on our land team, and we manage over $200 million in land transactions annually. If you have an investment property, need a lease of space for a new business, or sell land, we would love to help you. We're located in downtown Cary, and we work with property owners throughout the Triangle. Check out Lean Associates Raleigh-Durham to learn more.
Enjoying the podcast? This is Marty at Rescue Wood Rehab. You know what? You've been hearing my commercials over and over. Maybe it's time you come visit us in Fuquay Arena. We have a great local woodworking shop, and we'd love to create a project with you. We've got classes. Sign up at rwrnc.com. Rescue Wood Rehab. More than wood, it's an experience. Come see for yourself. Don't forget to check out the classes and see what we can do at rwrnc.com. Now, get back to your podcast, but don't forget to come visit me.
So, after some digging, this is what Keely found.
Five on Your Side found dozens of other Sixt customers reported being wrongly charged for similar rim scratches.
Earlier this year, there were customers using Sixt that filed a class action lawsuit against them for being charged for damages that they say they didn't cause. That led up to an $11 million payout. But that only impacted customers between 2015 and 2019. So that wouldn't help Robinson. So Keely did what Keely does best.
I asked Six for more proof to support their claim that it was Robinson who damaged the car, or even that it was Robinson's car in question. I then questioned them, asking how so many other drivers could have identical scratches. And finally, I asked for them to remove Robinson's charges and stop the threat of collections.
So while she was waiting for these answers, she spoke with the experts. And this is what they said to do if you find yourself in a situation like this. They told her the first thing to do is advocate for yourself. Be sure to file a complaint with the company that you're renting from, with the Better Business Bureau, or even your attorney general. Also, be sure to act quickly on any kind of collections that are being threatened to be taken to avoid any kind of negative impact. You could also try to dispute this with your credit bureau as well, or you could even take someone to small claims court. Now, Robinson told Keely that there's one thing that he wished he had done differently. He said he took pictures of the car beforehand, but he's also encouraging people who use a rental car to also take really thorough pictures afterward too, just so that they can show that to someone if they try to claim that they had a scratch or had a fender bender and it wasn't their fault. And some happy news to report for Robinson. Keely ended up getting an email from Sixt. They said they stand by their original claim, but they are not going to charge Robinson for any of the damages. Well, that does it for the Daily Download. Thanks so much for listening. And if you've listened to this podcast on WRAL.com, remember, you can listen anywhere you get your podcasts. That includes Spotify or on Apple Podcasts. Be sure to follow the show so you don't miss an episode.
WM 14025, United Healthcare Sports Talk.
Healthcare is not a game. Neither is health insurance. Contract negotiations between WakeMed and United Healthcare are down to the wire. Our terms are clear. Play fair. Stick to the rules. Patient care is at risk. Whatever the outcome, WakeMed wants to be here for you with the care you deserve. Anything else just isn't in our playbook. Let United Healthcare hear from you. Learn more at wakemed.org.
You're jamming your favorite song, and while you aren't missing a beat, you could be missing a signal from your body. It's an SOS from your kidneys, and it doesn't sound like music at all. It's silent. High blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and other risk factors can quietly stress the kidneys, leading to negative impacts on the heart. That's why you should ask your doctor about a simple urine test called UACR. Most miss the signal for hidden kidney disease and related heart risk. You shouldn't. Visit detectthesos.com today to learn more.